Well, hello, magical makers, and Happy New Year! It's January, and so you know what that means. It's time for January's Horoscope for Knitters. I'm Katie, designer of Light from Lantern knitting patterns and the host of the Knit a Spell podcast, and this month, I'm using the old tried and true Yarn Tarot. And since it's beginning of the year, I think we should do something a little bit extra. Not only am I going to give you your forecast for the month, but a little bit of a taste for what your theme of the year could be in terms of your crafting. So let's shuffle them up and see what we got. It's windy. Let's see how many blow away. First off, we have Aries. For you, we have, the King of Cups. Kind of looks like me, actually. I feel like we're wearing the same outfit. He's also wearing my large ship-to-shore shawl, just letting you know, available on Ravelry. Aries, for you, this year and this month is going to lead a mastery of your emotional state being transformed into your preferred craft. This is going to be a great year to concentrate on the things that bring you joy, that really excite you emotionally, because if you're the king, nobody's more in charge of your emotions than you. You know exactly what makes you feel good, what doesn't, and you're not afraid to stand up for yourself in order to make it so. 2024 is going to be the year that you master your craft. If you're willing to invest emotionally, look how effortless he is. This could be you by the end of the year. Be diligent. You got this, Aries. Next up, we have Taurus. For Taurus, we have the Six of Pentacles. For you, Taurus, this month and this year especially, it's very important for you to invest spending time in your crafts with friends or using it to perhaps donate to a charitable cause. Many makers love to make things and then donate them to people in need. And you are no different, Taurus. You love working that earth field, you love making pretty things, wearing pretty things, and passing them along to people you love the most and who really need it. This could also be a year that leads to reconnecting with people that perhaps fell by the wayside for whatever reason in our busy lives. And you may find ultimately that time spent crafting with people who share your interest really lights you up and fills your cup up this year. So Taurus, give to a good cause, even if that's yourself, and you'll be rewarded for it. All right, Gemini, for you. Judgment. Perhaps for you, Gemini, you had a bit of a break from your craft in 2023. Life was busy, things were happening, maybe you didn't get to spend as much time knitting or crafting as you would have liked to, for whatever reason. Well, this is the year, especially this month where everyone likes to redo things, do all those resolution-y type energies. This is a great time for you to recall what really inspired you in your craft and bring that back to light. Surround yourself by people who are equally enthused with your craft, and you could find that the doorway back into it is very easy indeed. And you will feel personally revived, and that will reflect well in your crafting. Next up, we have Cancer. Woo-hoo! These are some big cards. Cancer, we have the Wheel of Fortune. If 2023 was kind of a stinker, this is your year. Things are turning around. By focusing time on your crafting and knitting, you will be well rewarded. You are going to find a wealth of self. This January, make sure your mindset is in a positive place, and you will be amazed at how things will simply fall into place through the rest of the year. Follow your gut. Make choices that feel satisfying to you. You can just feel like it's right. You're a water sign, Cancer. You know exactly how to trust this gut feeling. And so if you've been working on projects that have had no meaning to you, ditch them this year. We are right at the end of Mercury retrograde. It's the perfect time to start anew. Even in this new year, of course, but throughout the year, you could really embrace that new energy in anything that you do. Maybe you want to learn a new craft. Maybe you don't even know how to knit yet, and you just happen upon this video and you're like, oh, this could be my year. Yes, it is your year, Cancer. Whatever you choose to invest in emotionally, fortune will find you. All right, Leo, Two of Wands. there could be a lot of traveling for you this year, Leo. So make sure that you have plenty of projects on the horizon that will be travel friendly, whether that's a sock, a page of pouches pattern, hint, hint, that's one of mine. I'll put the link in the description. It's free when you sign up for my newsletter, and it's a perfect little home for any of your little tarot card decks. But besides that, small projects, things that will be easy to travel with and take with you, even if traveling is just like down to the doctor's office or some waiting room that's local and you're not actually traveling anywhere far, any place that finds you out of your home, out of your comfort zone. Make sure to have your little project with you, and this, I think, will really give you the courage, give you that confidence that I know you have in you as well. Adventure this year, Leo, is going to lead to many new discoveries and skills that you can help advance just by saying yes. Luckily, you're good at that, Leo. You're not so shy. All right, my fellow Virgos, what do we have? A card that I guess is, maybe a favorite to a Virgo, really. 7 of Pentacles. This could be a year of work, making progress on things that maybe you planted the seeds of last year. So this January, take time to do one of your favorite things, Virgo. Plan. What projects do you want to do this year? What do you want to accomplish? And then, once you've decided, work on them. Work on them relentlessly until you see the growth that you want. That is truly the most rewarding thing you can do for yourself this year. Up next, we have Libra. And for you, Libra, we have the Knight of Cups. Ooh. Libra, is there a new love heading your way? Even if it's just a new craft to love, maybe a brand new pattern that you're gonna find yourself making over and over again because it brings you so much joy and fulfillment? Well, don't be afraid to say yes to these opportunities when they present themselves. Perhaps a loved one, whether it's a romantic interest or simply a friendship, will inspire you with a brand new craft. Maybe you're actually going to learn how to spin this year. I've never been able to do it, but I'm also not a Libra, so I guess maybe this is not my year. However, Libra, for you, crafting with your emotions, again, whether it's someone inspiring you to do it or finding a new craft that inspires you to get into it, follow that gut feeling, that emotional spark that lights up in you when you're learning about these new things, and then get on that horse and get after it. And if you can learn how to spin while riding a horse, more power to you. All right, next up we have Scorpio. For Scorpio, we have the 9 of Cups. Ooh-wee! Make a wish. Anything you want this year can happen. You just have to decide what that might be. What craft or project is going to keep you motivated to rise and keep coming towards it every day? You're gonna have one heck of a good year. This is like one of the best good luck cards here. All you have to do is invest your time in making a wish into what you want to have happen, what you want to come into your life, whether that is learning a new skill, maybe you're going to be teaching a workshop, maybe you're going to be lucky enough to get into something that you've been trying to do for a long time and it hasn't really worked out. If you wish it this month, Scorpio, it will come true, whether it's this month or sometime through the year. It's a guarantee. And these are cups, so remember, it must be something that really brings you joy, emotion, and it could come in an unexpected way. Just remember to say yes when it presents itself. Heck, maybe you're gonna be casting on 9 new projects. I mean, that's not like the worst thing in the world, right? All right, now we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius! You have the world! Okay, 2024 is looking like it's gonna be a pretty good year for crafters. Sagittarius, you are wrapping things up this year and you're doing it in style. This will also be a great year for completing things. So unlike our Scorpio friends who perhaps are casting on 9 new projects this year, you are going to want to concentrate on finishing them. If you're like many of us, you have a huge pile of whips surrounding you that are just ready for you to concentrate on and finish. With both wands/knitting needles in your hands, anything you touch can be completed with style and grace. Don't just cast off a project and then move straight on to the next one. Take a minute to really enjoy it. wear it, prance around in it. That's all part of the completion process, is just enjoying all of the work you did. So make sure you're taking time to reflect on how amazing you are and what a great job you're doing, not just in January, but all year round. The world is your oyster in 2024. Next up, we have Capricorn. 5 of Wands. Is there going to be a group project on the horizon for you, Capricorn? As an earth sign, you couldn't be more pleased to be part of a productive group of friends. And even though the 5 of Wands can sometimes be a card of competition or conflict, I really see it as more of a coming together of people with differing opinions, which is not always bad. That's how many of us learn things. So this year, I really want you to take time and see what other people are doing. Are they casting on in a unique way you never knew before? Are they knitting a pattern that you're like, oh my goodness, I need this in my life? Don't be afraid to get involved this year. Craft with people. We've had enough years where we're just stuck being alone. This is going to be a really good year to get out of your comfort zone, craft with people, and you will find that it will really inspire you and help you grow. Maybe January is the month that you find this group that's going to inspire you all year. It could be an online group, maybe even my group. I have a free access knitting group. Find out more in the details below. All right, Aquarius. For you, the King of Wands. The King of Wands knows exactly what brings him passion, and he's not afraid to tell you about it either. Kindly. Whether you end up being the King of Wands or you end up getting a mentor that's more like the King of Wands, this energy of following your passion and things laying out in perfect order will be your theme for the year. If what you're knitting or crafting or making doesn't fall in line with something you're really passionate about, maybe you get halfway through a pattern and you're like, I don't want to knit this anymore. Rip it out. Yarn is amazing because you can just pull it out and it's perfectly usable again. I don't really believe it's a wasted effort when you're really trying to pursue something that's bringing you joy. Sometimes we don't know if it's bringing us joy or not until we give it a shot. And some of the bravest things we can do is realize that we don't like something or are ready for a change, and then actually change. But with all of this fire energy, I have a feeling that it will not be a problem for you once you realize what is really lighting you up. And like I said, if you're feeling a little lost, maybe January is the month to find this mentor that will help inspire you to embrace your own King of Wands energy through 2024. You're a unique thinker, Aquarius. I know you'll figure it out. All right, finally, we have our very amazing Pisces. And for you, we have the 4 of Swords. I can read. Pisces. This is truly a year of rest and reflection for you. If you found that 2023 was chaotic and crazy and you just couldn't catch your breath, then maybe 2024 is the year of more rest, more reflection, taking things slow and really using your boundaries to help make sure you're not overcommitting yourself. Because when we are overcommitting, it's hard to enjoy what we're actually working on. Like our fellow Virgo friends, maybe take a little bit of time in January to really think about what projects you will want to dedicate yourself to, and then stick with that all year round. Knitting is fun. We shouldn't have to ever resent that. So if you're feeling like you're knitting too much, you're knitting for other people you don't want to, take a break, reflect, and then don't be afraid to tell people what's really going on. I promise, even though it might be a little scary, Pisces, I know, we're emotional, we're thinking about what people might be thinking. How are they going to react if I say no? They're probably going to react better than if you say yes and can't do it, right? And I know you will too. I always am. So in 2024, remember, take time every month to have a good rest. And your brain, your mind, your creativity, your inspiration will really benefit from that. It is an air card after all. All right, I'm going to draw one more card. And this is going to be for all of the signs. And this is going to be a general theme for knitting in 2024 for all of us to have a little bit of guidance with. And that card is the 4 of Cups. What a good card to start the year off with. Some people might have a bit of beef with the Four of Cups. However, I see it more as an invitation to wipe away any sourness, resentment, negative feelings around your craft and move into a new era of, again, just concentrating on the aspects that you really love. If you've fallen out of love with your craft, take a moment to reflect back to when you were first learning it. Remember that learner's mindset? Back when everything was so exciting and fun because we didn't really know anything yet? This is the energy that I am encouraging every crafter to embrace in 2024. Go back to that childlike attitude. And if you aren't enjoying something, don't waste your energy, your time, and your emotion on it. There's a wealth of things that we could be doing to bring ourselves joy. So don't limit yourself to a craft that's not making it happen for you. And if you get halfway through the year and that craft changes, that's okay too. Because cups are water, and water is flowing and changing all of the time. So don't be afraid to mix things up, bring new crafts in, and that actually can even help with people who are further along in their crafts and maybe lost that student mindset, that learner's mindset. If you bring in a little embroidery into your knitting, a little bit of spinning, a little bit of weaving, that can really help ignite something that you already had a passion for in a whole new light. So that's what I would really encourage everyone who's watching this, everyone who's a maker, a knitter, whatever the case may be, to leave the old sour stuff in 2023 and move into 2024, concentrating on finding the crafts and the aspects that you love within it. How can you go wrong? Well, I hope the reading for January of 2024 and the entire year ahead brings you a little guidance as we move into this first month of the year. As a reminder, I've been using the Yarn Tarot deck. This is published by 6th and Spring Books and is illustrated by my friend Katie Ponder. I had the immense pleasure of interviewing Katie Ponder on my podcast Knit a Spell, which I highly recommend checking out. She is a absolutely delightful person and such a talented artist. I can't recommend the interview highly enough. I'll make sure to link it in the description along with everything else. And by the way, if you've been eyeballing my shawl here, this is my ship-to-shore shawl. This is the large one. I also have a ship-to-shore shawlette if you're looking for something a little bit smaller. And this is a pattern I have on Ravelry. The yarn I used was Baba Bulky by UU Yarns. It's amazing and so squishy. I just love it. Plus, this red is just perfect for this time of year, right? I feel like a cardinal. I'll make sure to link the pattern, the yarn, and literally everything that we've talked about in the description of this video. Until next month, my friends, I wish you a very happy new year. Thank you so much for watching. If you love these videos, go ahead and subscribe real quick. It really helps me out, and I'll see you in February. Merry Make!